cup of coffee, we're going to be pondering.
Cup of coffee.
The press is all aflutter.
Again?
Yeah.
When is it not?
Well, that's their job. And then they try to get other people aflutter.
It's been their job since the press has become the press.
Why don't we just call them what they are, fear porn? The fear porn pushers.
Mockingjay Media.
Yeah, Mockingbird, yeah.
No!
Yeah.
I forgot the alien.
It's all right. It's all right. Kid had found him a really cool alien thing on Temu.
Yeah.
He has got us both hooked on Temu.
Yes. Do y'all want to join my Temu? I can put the link in the description.
It's like somebody that used to play Farmville. It really is. Don't do it.
But
don't fall for it.
But there's also a fish game on there. There's a gem thing. There's one like if you share it, it's like literally if you just share it with a bunch of people and they actually accept your invitations, and then you'll be able to win shit.
And you'll lose friends and family members quickly.
They'll block your ass so fast.
Absolutely. So if you want to get rid of somebody, start sharing the
Temu links. Make fucking YouTube videos like everybody else. Share those fucking links out. Do it. Post it on Twitter. Make Twitter spam accounts just for Temu links.
That has nothing. That is not why the fear porn press is a flutter.
No, but it's going to be.
They have...
Because Temu has taken over the country, and we're giving them free advertisement.
That's true. That's true. But, back to the topic at hand. Dude has been arrested and is a suspect as a serial killer.
Who?
His name is Rex Heuermann. Heuermann. It's Heuermann. And again, he is a suspect.
He's a Hoover.
Anyhow. And so, this fascination with this, and being aware that
it behooves him to be
that they monitor everything that I search. It's like, I can't even imagine. It's like, obviously I have ADHD. Anybody can look at my search history and go, she has ADHD. And it's like, yes.
Yes.
But why are people fascinated with serial killers? And I actually had to go and find out what is the difference between a serial killer and a mass murderer or a spree killing. And of course, a mass murder and a spree killing it's pretty much all within the same or a very short time frame. Whereas a serial killer, it does not have to be all at once.
Mm-hmm.
And most of them have not been. That this has been going on for a period of time. And within this...
I think so.
Yeah. And it's like, why are people fascinated with this? And honestly, I have, other than reading the headlines...
It's like watching a damn train wreck.
It is. It is. Because that is something that is, to me, is morbid. And I do watch them. I do watch documentaries. Not lots.
Have you seen those, like, murder, mystery, gossip, like, YouTube channels?
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Basically, I'm looking for the psychological profile of somebody because that does fascinate me because that's just kind of sort of what I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's my bent as far as dealing with people. Not, no, I can't say No, I actually did meet the serial killer that one time. He could have fallen into the category of serial killer. He was definitely a sociopath. There's a difference between sociopath and a psychopath, and I always get them confused.
That's fucked up either way.
Well, I think it's psychopath that has no remorse, no guilt, no nothing. And usually ends up in positions of power.
Yeah. And they'll stomp over anyone and everyone.
Yeah. So that was, he was an interesting case study. I was not around him that much. But anyhow, this latest dude,
I would sure hope that you weren't around him that much.
No, but I sure didn't walk up behind him if I told him I was, of course, they didn't allow him anywhere.
Good.
He was the one that had tried to shank somebody in the ear while we were there. It wasn't on my shift. But this is why you never, ever let your guard down when you've got somebody that has that type of behavior. Ever.
Right.
And they knew he had this type of behavior, even in a jail setting. So what the hell were they thinking? That was just stupid. That could have been avoided.
They weren't thinking.
No, they weren't. And that happens a lot of times with some of these people because they are usually very charming.
Right.
A lot of times they're good looking. And it's truly, it is like that cobra moving and, sort of mesmerizing and hypnotizing its prey.
It is, very much.
Uh-huh. And
it's all about, what is it? Manipulation.
Sure. It totally is. And so they didn't take him down to visitation in full restraints. And so he had somehow gotten a pencil. Yeah, you're not supposed to have a pencil. Inmates not supposed to have pencils.
Well, that's why they took the pencils out of the psych ward.
Yeah, well, yeah. Same reason, because a lot of times it's the same people. It's just slightly different setting. And because that they did not have him properly restrained, which included the waist chain, where his, that was totally in front of him, where he couldn't get his arms and his hands up above his belly button.
Yeah. And
so he unfurled that pencil and hit dude in the, I think, and he may have got him in the ear. Anyhow, his intention was to go for the carotid artery and kill dude.
Luckily, he didn't.
Well, I don't know whether it was or not, but...
You don't know whether or not he killed the dude?
No, I know he didn't kill him. But as far as... It was avoidable. I don't know what dude had done. It didn't matter what he had done, because with people like that, you never know. It could be... It's a perceived, offense.
Yeah.
And it's, you have to really...
I don't know, getting shanked is an offense.
No, as far as the guy who shanked him.
Mm.
Who knows what dude did to him, or that
That's
he
true.
thought dude did to him.
That's true. To him, other people, it is a perceived offense.
Uh-huh. It is
I see what
with
you're
a
saying
lot
now.
of people. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. So other than that, he is the only one that I am aware of that I have been around.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, we never know. We never know. And
someone take this cat.
So this guy they have him suspected of killing 3 girls, at least at this point.
That's fucked.
And so the press is just, because people want to know everything. They want to know every detail, what he did, where he hung out. Somebody had received a text from him at some point. And all these different things, it's like they're going by photographing his house, the business, the bar that he would hang out. And it's crazy.
To some, it is like watching a train wreck, but to others, it's not, and I don't understand what it is.
It's almost like a morbid gossip column thing.
And to others, it's more than that.
So,
and I don't get it. And I don't understand what the more than that is.
I don't either. And you can do a Google search, which I did, and there's multiple theories on why people are fascinated with serial killers.
Yeah.
I can't imagine having, going back to the grave robbing and stuff like that, where I would not want somebody's actual remains in the house. I would not want...
Depends if you know them or not.
I would rather have that then I would rather have some kind of picture that John Wayne Gacy painted or something.
Yeah.
Now, that's some evil shit.
Now, see, I would rather have, like, family members' bones.
Well,
Not
yeah.
some random person's bones.
But
like, I sure as hell am not putting, like, some serial killer's paintings or artwork or some personal belonging in my house.
no.
Fuck that shit. Do you know how much bad juju's on
Right.
that?
Right. To welcome a little piece of evil into your home. It's just like, no. Now, you talk about opening a doorway. That's crazy. But one of the articles, and I had actually used this. Oh,
That gave me the chills just thinking about that.
And one of the articles, just because they have key points pulled up here, and this was from Psychology Today, and asking the question, why are we fascinated by serial killers? And the key points that this gentleman, let's see what it is. Oh, he has a thing that's called Morbid Minds. He actually is the one that had the test on it that you can take. And if I can find it, I will put a link to this on there. But it was some little test about morbid fascinations. And
Wicked.
I kind of scored high on that. And
Kind of.
because it's odd. And it is a matter of why do people do what they do? Why do humans behave to, certain, in certain ways towards certain events? That's just like if somebody calls us an ugly name. Why does it bother us?
That's because we don't know the fucking origin of it, and so we automatically think like, oh.
Well, it has to do with some kind
It's the context of how they're using it.
Well, I think it comes from a primal fear of being driven out of the tribe.
Yeah. But when you don't necessarily belong to a tribe
Exactly.
anymore.
So you don't have to worry about those societal standards. But I think some of those things are hardwired into us.
They are.
And to get rid of that, if somebody calls you, a tonsillar stone, that does not make you one.
You may got them, but you don't. You aren't one.
Because we're trying to come up with alternative terms, so you feel free to use that. When
Do
they
I
call
tell
somebody a
them the
tonsillar
joke
stone.
that I heard?
Or an anal fissure. That's always a good one to call somebody.
Do I tell them the joke that I heard?
No.
earlier?
Save that for some other. No. But anyhow, this person, I think his name is Coltan Scrivner, and the key points that he points out in this article is, like other animals, we're not animals, people. I've never brought that. Humans have evolved strategies for avoiding predators. These apply to predatory people as well. Now, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But we're not animals. We're a separate species. We're
are.
not. We're humans. And it says that...
Savages. Maybe.
well, that's just human. Humans will do things animals won't. Many animals, including humans, take advantage of safe opportunities to learn about predators' behaviors and motivational states. I can see that.
Yeah.
Because if you facing one, it's too late. That's sort of on-the-job training, and yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people don't survive that.
No.
And also, it says, he says, thanks to our ability to imagine and mentally simulate events, humans have many opportunities to learn about serial killers in a safe setting.
Nice.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Because if we learn about these things, certain behaviors, certain traits, certain things to look for, then we can learn to, protect ourselves.
We can.
And it's just like,
Absolutely
kid is having great fun with the VR headset thing.
Oh my god, it's so awesome.
And so even with I don't know that you would ever want to have anything like that, but some of the zombie games. Mm-hmm. Okay, how do you stay alive during the zombie games? You learn how the zombies move, what the cues are, different things. It's sort of the same thing. That's not something I would want to play in VR at
Sometimes
all,
it's also like in VR, like not even in VR, just regular zombie games, sometimes it's just a matter of, okay, you know that you're gonna die anyway. Like, legit, you know that you're, like, so, seriously.
It's a very fatalistic
Well,
attitude.
legit.
Well,
But the goal is just to survive as many days as you can.
Well, yeah, I can see that. I really can. But then there's other people that the rebellion aspect, I don't see a rebellion aspect in this. I see a total disregard for human life. I see just, I'm not enamored with sociopaths.
No, with serial killers, there is a total disregard for human life. They find them disposable. Yeah. Almost. The ones who do not care. Now, there are some serial killers who do care. Who are, like, remorseful for what they did.
Dahmer. And he was. And I didn't watch that series on Netflix because I had no need to.
He was like, I don't know why I did the things I did. I just did them.
I did listen to it was a documentary where he had allowed a therapist to cassette tape the conversations. That was fascinating to me. Mm-hmm. For him to not understand, he knew what he was doing was wrong. He didn't know how to make it stop.
Yeah.
I don't know that he knew how to ask for help. And so in some ways it was piteous. But when someone's behavior is something like that, you can't leave people like that in society.
No.
It's more frightening to me about the ones that are in great positions of power.
For real.
That are not killing
but
3 or 10 or 12, but millions. Now that's horrifying to me.
That is.
But you do have people that will write to some people, some of the serial killers, and they do have a fan base.
Yeah.
Now to me,
and people who fall in love with them.
That's disturbing.
Yeah.
I think that's highly disturbing. And so this guy, you're going to hear about, what's his name? Rex. We'll call him Rex because I can pronounce that. But it's going to be all over for a while.
Uh-huh.
The serial killer thing, no, we ponder this, but as far as this will probably be the only time that you hear us mention dude. Mm-hmm. One, because I'm not going to struggle try to pronounce that last name. but it's like, no, I don't want to give glory to people like that.
No, why would you?
I want to, like I said, understand the psychology of why. I don't know that he knows.
I don't think there is any understanding.
Other than evil exists.
Yeah.
And I think that is
that's the crux of it.
People who are not evil, you can try to wrap your head around it, but you're never going to fully get it. And that's, if you cannot truly understand evil, then consider yourself blessed.
Yeah.
If you can fully wrap your head around it, then maybe you need to do a little bit of self-examination.
Right.
Yeah. To hurt somebody else just because you can. And it's like, that's just, So, we would like to know your all's thoughts about why you think people are fascinated with serial killers. Mm-hmm. If you are one of the people that is fascinated, there's no judgment. Let me put it that way.
I mean, there is that morbid fascination, like just watching it, just to learn about it.
He's talking about it as far as the study, not them hurting people when he's saying watching it. If you
that's
are
what I'm
one
talking
of those
about.
People, I know, but
that's
it's a matter of clarifying.
Well, I'm talking about like watching that one lady, like, oh, what was her name? I can't remember, but she literally did she talked about murder cases while doing her makeup. She was gothic lady.
There's some people that they can do that, and even as far as forensics.
You would have actually liked her.
I probably would have, and I would have done well in the field of forensics.
Uh-huh.
But, coffee slurping coming. Talk amongst the peoples while I slurp coffee.
I mean, that's sort of what I'm talking about. Like watching like YouTube channels that talk about the stuff and like.
Right, I get that. I do. And again,
just to learn about it, be like,
it is
why
still,
are y'all a thing?
It is still the study of it.
Yeah.
But as far as
it's that morbid curiosity.
It is. And so if anybody out there would like to explain their point of view of it, and if you want to send me an email on that, to where you're not embarrassed or you don't want somebody, saying something back to you, there's no judgment on that. And then I can, if you want me to present that, then I can do that. We can open discussion on that also. But for the people who, like I said, to set these people up as sort of demigods, now there's a sickness within that person's soul. There really is.
That just doesn't make sense. Like, why would you do that? For real.
I don't know. That's someone that I would have to... See, I listen to people and listen to why they do what they do and why they think what they think. And there's no judgment. It's just, it is for self-edification, nothing more.
Yeah.
Just because people fascinate me. And just, yeah. That it just, and there's some people that it just, this weird vibe, and it's just like,
Seriously, they do give you the fucking creeps.
Some of the ones that are like that, and I really don't even want to take the time to hear what they have to say. It's just like, no,
you
don't
can
get your energy
feel
on
it.
me.
You can feel it. It's like, back the fuck up, dude. Mm-hmm. Back the fuck off. Mm-hmm. And I know that sounds aggressive, but it's supposed to be like, nah.
No, sometimes you have to be stern with some of these people. And I can honestly say, of all the people, all the inmates and stuff that I have been around over the years and have interacted with and everything like that, and there's been quite a few, there have been very few as far as getting that true presence of evil off of them. Very few.
Yeah.
But I have encountered in public more people that had that essence on the outside than I ever have on the inside.
Yeah.
And it includes people who had murdered people.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Humans are interesting. But I tell you this, the ones that I saw on the outside, I never wanted to see them again, and I would avoid them. Mm-hmm. Those are the ones that you sort of have to have your head on a swivel and go,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was working retail. I was working in a health food store that one night, and that guy, he had, you talk about some nasty energy. I was in there by myself. It was dark, and it was just like...
It's like,
I didn't back down.
No.
I didn't back up. Nothing. I know what I felt inside, but I sure as hell wasn't going to show it to him. Well, he was intimidating something, and I thought, buddy, I know you evil, but I know I ain't, and I know who's got my back. Yeah.
Yep.
Final thoughts?
Why is it? That's just the final question. Why is it that people like take the morbid curiosity too far?
Because people are people, and we don't know people's backgrounds.
And that's
honestly,
my final thoughts.
Yeah, and because it's a rabbit hole. Each individual is a rabbit hole, an immense one, and it takes a long time to get a gist of who a person is. And a lot of times, people will live their entire lives and don't know who the hell they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if you've had experiences with paranormal and supernatural, encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, horrible allergies, send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. And I'm going to put the link for the one psychiatrist or whatever the hell he was that has the thing, from Psychology Today, and you can go and check and find out why he has a column called Morbid Minds. Yeah.
And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all, and have a good
Know that you're loved.
Yes.
Truly. Just be aware. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of yourself. Learn who you are. Everybody got a dark side.
We see you lurkers.
Everybody's got a dark side. It's just a matter of which face that you want to show at any given moment. And it was just like Jordan Peterson talking about, and Carl Jung also. It's like, yeah, keep that rough wolf on a leash, but you don't want to break his spirit. You never know when you're going to need him.
It's like a guard dog.
Absolutely.
You treat it like a guard dog.
Yep. Absolutely. Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cut. Bye.